Hey guys, it's Grayson. Welcome if you are new and welcome back if you are not new. If you have not already, pretty please subscribe to my channel. Leave this video a thumbs up if you are feeling it and ring that bell if you want to get notified of when I upload. I upload twice a week and we are all about makeup on this channel, so you will always be seeing makeup of some sort, unboxing, reviewing, doing a look, all those things. And if you are interested in more makeup content, creative makeup, all that fun stuff, please follow me on Instagram as well. I'm pretty much active on there every day. And now that we got all of that super fun intro stuff out of the way, we are going to jump right into today's video. This was a video that I wanted to make a while back. I've had this product for a while now and other things just happened and I didn't get to make it. So we are going to, if you couldn't tell by the title, we are going to be checking out a dupe palette today. This is the Alter Ego Aurora palette, which is the dupe to the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, supposedly. So we are going to hop into taking a look at both of these palettes, seeing how the shades compare, and I'm going to do one look with one palette on one eye and try to match it with the other palette on the other eye so we can see like how they really compare. And Natasha Denona is a pricey brand. If you do not know, their larger palettes usually retail around $130. They do have even bigger ones that retail even higher. And then their smaller palettes, which this Sunrise palette is considered to be, they retail for $65. And they are a 15 pan palette either way on these, but the pans for the $65 palettes are smaller. So like this is the Natasha Denona Tropic palette, and you can see the difference between the sizes on these. So these pans are larger and this retails for $129, that retails for $65. The Alter Ego palette, I want to say, which I don't know why I don't look stuff up before I start my videos, but I want to say it retailed for $16, I believe. I'll make sure I have it up on the screen to make sure that I am correct, but obviously much cheaper. The pans are a little bit smaller. We do have an eyeshadow protector. I've tried one other Alter Ego palette and their packaging I just love. Like I just love how it's like so like matte soft touch, and it has a nice magnetic closure. It's nice, just very beautiful packaging. And so these aren't, they're like exact dupes, but the shades are not in the same exact order, obviously. So you can see the two compared there. And I'm going to make sure that I swatch the respective shades and see if they look exactly the same or not. I think I'm gonna do like in order of the Natasha Denona palette and then swatch its dupe next to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the first few swatched and then come back and show you guys, and so on and so forth, just so this video isn't terribly long and I'm not doing each individual swatch, because that's 30 swatches in total, which is a lot. So let's get into some swatches on these babies. Okay. So I swatched the first row of the Natasha palette and then did the shades that are meant to dupe on the other side. So this is the Natasha side here and then the Alter Ego side here. I'm a firm believer in palm swatches just because of the way the skin is and that there's no hair. So that's how I like to swatch. But we have the shades Poppy, Citrine, I want to say this one, it's PHLOX, so I want to say Flux. And then we have Awakening, and then we have Laurel. And then the Alter Ego shades on this side, we have Cosmic, and then we have Sunburst. We have, ooh, these are like, they get confusing, Ray, and then we have Radiance, and then Stellar. And you can see them there. So you can see that they are very similar. There is a little bit of difference in the tones, like a hair, and then also you could definitely see that the Natasha Denona ones are like very pigmented. They're also a lot softer, which is just kind of to be expected. But they look almost identical. You can tell that that yellow of the Natasha is definitely more pigmented than the Alter Ego. But all in all, I feel like those shades look pretty dang similar. And I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next row of the palette and get those swatched. Okay, and here we are with row number 2 of Natasha and then the Alter Ego shades. So again, Natasha, Alter Ego. But this is the shade Aster, and then we have Glory, Azalea, Morgan, and Agate. And then on this side we have Dawn, Nova, Spark, Star, and Brilliance. Since these aren't in the same order, I have to like go back and really look. But you can see like there's a little bit more of a blue reflect. There's blue reflect in both, but definitely more in the Natasha shade. But like these look almost identical. So I feel like you could really buy the Alter Ego palette for much cheaper, especially if you're just like you can't afford Natasha Denona and you've always wanted some of her color stories. Then this would definitely, like, I feel like this is gonna work. Like, I feel like when we do the eye looks, I feel like they're gonna be pretty spot on. So let's go ahead and get the last row done, and then we will hop into eye looks. And here we are with the last row, Natasha and Alter Ego. I keep reminding. These all look very similar. I feel like that last shimmer shade really looks identical to me. So we have the shades Clove, Carnelian, Jasper, Morning, and Dayspring, and then Twilight, Soul, Flare, Shine. I don't know why I almost said Spine. No, Shine, and then Luminary. So that is the last of the shades. I don't know if you guys are like highly impressed, but I'm highly impressed. So let's go ahead and work on an eye look. I do have like all my makeup on right now. My eyes are already primed, so we are ready to go. And let's see how this goes. I'm intrigued. Let's go. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be the hardest part. By the way, I feel like I didn't bronze or blush enough today. I feel like I look pale. I think it's also we have some overcastness and the lighting, blah blah blah, whatever. But I think this is gonna be the hardest part because I now have to remember to go back and forth between both palettes on each eye. I do have a color switch little sponge ready to go because I want to use the same brush to get the same effect on each eye, but I want to make sure to switch the color so there's not any of the previous color. I love color switch sponges, the dry sponges. If you guys do not have one, I highly recommend. I really do. So I'm going to start with the shade. I'm gonna do Alter Ego on this side and Natasha Denona on this side, and we're gonna start with the shade Star in the Alter Ego and the shade Morgan in the Natasha Denona, and I'm just going to use that as my lid shade. Okay, so right off the bat, I can definitely tell the Natasha Denona is more peachy and a little bit more pigmented. So I just had to go back on the Alter Ego side and like build it up a little bit more. There is a little bit more of a pink tone in this Natasha eye, but nothing too crazy. Having one of those days where I'm just like, what brushes do I pick here? So I'm gonna go in with something a little bit more dense, and I'm feeling like a warm tone eye. I'm wearing a mustard sweater, which by the way, this is Wild Fable. It's from Target. I got it a while back, I think like a couple years ago, but I love this sweater. It's super cute. It's the hottest thing. Like, you don't have to wear nothing underneath this thing and you'll be warm and toasty, okay? toasted. But the place where I noticed the most difference in the shades in the palettes was in the yellows, because of course, like Natasha, the higher quality is a better pigmented yellow. Yellows are not the easiest thing. So I think the next shades I'm going to go into are the dark yellows, which would be Soul and Carnelian. They're both in that top situation there. So I'm going to go into those next and start to deepen up the outer corner into the crease with those. See, I'm wanting to go back and forth. Okay, so the first thing I am noticing, you obviously can see there's a lot like more pigment in the Natasha palette. So like I went in like one time and got this, and because that peach was more pinky, it kind of mixed in there. So I'm kind of going back into that star shade in Alter Ego, and I'm having to do more building and blending. It's not like a huge difference, but to get them to match, which obviously if you were gonna just buy one palette, you still are getting like really good color out of this palette. But me sitting here like trying to make them look identical, there is those pigment differences in the palettes. Nothing too crazy, just Natasha's more pigmented, but for the, you know, the price and the quality, it's kind of to be expected. The next shade that I want to go into is gonna be the shades Flare and Jasper. They are the like warm orange shades. They're both in the top there. So this shade in both of the palettes, and gonna again go into the outer corner. I am also going a little bit into the lower lash line, but this is the shade that I'm really just going to concentrate on the outer corner. Okay, that shade, I can say the Natasha Denona actually isn't blending out as good as the Alter Ego did, like as far as like diffusing it. It is definitely deeper. I feel like we can kind of see that, but I did just go back into that Alter Ego and build it up to match. And I feel like now I can get into like shimmers on the lid. So we've done 3 matte shades, and then I'm gonna get into 2 of the shimmers. I like to keep my palette super clean, y'all. That's why you always see me blowing in all of my palettes. But I think we're gonna go gold on the lid, and we're gonna do the shades Agate from Natasha and Brilliance in the Alter Ego. And for these, I can just use my separate fingers, so that's nice. So we're gonna go in with Agate and Brilliance, and we're just gonna put that on the lids. I'm gonna do one at a time. Okay, so I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, and so I had a call coming in, and when a call comes in while I'm filming, it deletes the clip that I'm on. It like interrupts it and deletes it. So I was putting the shimmers on the lid, and noticed the Alter Ego shimmers definitely have more of a sparkle to them. And I was saying how like the mattes in the Natasha are better, and then the shimmers in the Alter Ego are better to me. And that's just kind of how I feel about that. And then I took the shades Laurel from Natasha and Stellar from Alter Ego and did an inner corner highlight, which again, the Alter Ego side is more highlighted. And then I'm going back into the base shade that I used in each palette. So we have Star on this side, and I'm just gonna kind of blend everything out with that, and then switch it and take the shade Morgan, and that's just putting some color into the inside and kind of blending out the shimmers. but I do really like the Alter Ego shimmers better. So again, we have Agate and Brilliance on the inner portion, and then on the center portion we have Day Spring and Luminary. I'm not entirely sure where I got cut off. So that's what we have blending everything out, but I definitely think the Alter Ego palette has more sparkle to it, which I enjoy. I was thinking to kind of like match up the eyes, I'm gonna take a highlighter. This is, what is this? Frozen Peach from Jeffree. Oh, it's not glittery enough. Never mind. Not that one. I need something more kind of just like a little bit of a sparkle to put over top of both eyes, because I am gonna go to dinner and I want them to kind of match. Okay, we're gonna take extra sprinkles from ColourPop. This is just a Super Shock, but I kind of want to like enhance that to make them kind of look more identical, so I can wear this out and feel good about it. So literally just that touch kind of fixed those for me. But I think they like, I think if somebody didn't know, like if I just like walked out of the house like this, nobody would know. They'd be like you wouldn't even notice. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on brows and lashes and be right back. Okie dokie. My lashes took a minute to get on. And if anyone's wondering what they are the Pure XR Beauty Christie Can't Be Bothered. I'm either wearing these or the Lovelies. I just love the lashes that she came out with Pure. Like, they are just so good. Like, if I'm not wearing a magnetic lash, I'm wearing these. So that's kind of like how it's been. But yeah, with the lashes on, like, these eye looks look identical. So do I think you could save so much money and buy this as opposed to this? Absolutely. Like 110%. You could save some coin and get this Aurora palette from Alter Ego and get that same effect as the Natasha Denona. They have a couple of other palettes that are dupes for other things. Like the other palette I tried was a dupe for another Natasha Denona that I don't own, that I wish I did, but cannot afford. The other large palette that I actually got on sale. So let's be honest, it's just expensive. It really is. And I'm having a watery eye moment. It's always this corner of this eye. It likes to water on me, guys. It wants to sabotage me. It says, you want to wear makeup? I don't think so, Grayson. But I am highly impressed. I'm actually so glad that I finally got to do this video. This palette is super cute and again, super affordable. Like I said, I think it retailed for like $16. And the larger of their palette retailed for like $22 or something. So for something so affordable and it's so nice, like this is the dupe eye and then the Natasha Denona eye. You can like not even really see a difference. Like I said, the shimmers in this I actually thought were better. They had more sparkle, which is what I like, and I did just kind of put a little bit more sparkle on top of both to kind of match them up. But highly impressed. Do I love my Natasha Denona palette? Yes, it's very expensive. I love her and I'm blessed to have her, but we love a good affordable moment, y'all. We really do. So if we can make it cheaper, we're down. So Alter Ego for the win. I hope they keep coming out with more like dupe palettes for larger brands, because that can be so nice to be able to save that money, and also for people who like really can't do something like that. Amazing. So I think that this is definitely a dupe, 110%. Feel cute. I'm loving my little warm tone look to go with my little mustardy sweater, because you know it's fall, and I saw a meme that was like they're about to burgundy mustard, like all the fall colors, they're about to mustard us to death, talking about us girls. And yes we are. Hello, how you doing? But love it, feeling it. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys own either of these palettes or both, and if you've tried both of them. if you're gonna check out Alter Ego now because of this video, let me know down in the comments. Be like, oh my gosh, I want to know if I helped anybody discover this cute little brand. So just tell me all your thoughts down in the comments. Y'all know how I am. Like, talk to me down there, tell me stuff. I'm always replying. I do my best to make sure I am interacting with my followers. So do it up in the comments, guys. And I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.